What is good, YouTube? It is Noobs Playing Smash back with a helpful, insightful video, and in today's video we'll be covering why your PHOBGCC controller is not working at all or why it's experiencing random disconnects from the console. Now these past couple of weeks I haven't uploaded. I've been busy collecting GameCube controller parts like Infinity Stones. I will be creating the ultimate controller assembly for playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. It's going to have a bunch of mods and everything in there. I'll be bringing you guys a video on that. Be sure to look out for it. It's going to be coming very soon. But for now, let's go ahead and get into why your PHOBGCC may not be working properly. Now, the first issue that a lot of people have is that their PHOBGCC straight up doesn't work at all. Like, there's no power, there's no response on the screen, nothing. There's a quite simple fix for that. The PHOBGCC uses the gray cable for power. Regular controllers, it only needs the black cable plugged into the system. The gray one normally provides rumble support, so if you're using a regular controller you don't need the gray one, but if you're using a PHOB you have to use the gray one because that provides power to the controller. Otherwise you're gonna have a dead controller, no response, nothing's gonna work. Also, you have to press B to get the analog sticks to activate. The controller starts in a type of safe mode every time. Now the second fix for random disconnections from the console, which might be a bit more confusing and complicated. This here is a power brick. Now I've built multiple controllers and an issue I kept on having was while I'm testing them on the Nintendo Switch, they were randomly disconnecting from the console. I went back into the controllers and I soldered a bunch. I made sure every point was as perfect as possible. There wasn't too much solder, there wasn't too little solder, it was just right. And I kept having disconnects. Last night, I finally figured out what the issue was. This power brick, it had my Nintendo Switch, it had my monitor, it had my laptop cable, it had my phone charger, and it had my mic plugged into it. Now my mic isn't always active, so that wasn't really one of the major issues, but having all of these other gadgets plugged into this power brick was causing small shorts. Now the shorts weren't drastic to the point where they were causing my monitor or my Switch to shut off, but it was just enough to cause a power delay going to the PHOBGCC, just enough to cause it to disconnect from the Nintendo Switch. And then during the middle of gameplay, it would show on the screen that the controller is disconnected. I only figured this out after I entered a match and I was just holding the controller and it just randomly disconnected. Previously, I thought that my button layout that I was pressing all the time was causing a secret button combination that the devs made to activate that caused my controller to disconnect, but that wasn't the case. So after unplugging my Nintendo Switch from this power brick and plugging it directly into the wall, all of my disconnection issues have been resolved. I no longer have a PHOBGCC that randomly disconnects during matches, and I have solved that issue and decided to make a video about it because once again, the PHOB is relatively new hardware slash software on the internet, so there aren't that many troubleshooting guides around for it. So if you guys are having that issue, go ahead and make sure your PHOB is plugged in correctly. Make sure if you are using a power brick, which I wouldn't recommend for your Nintendo Switch, make sure that it's not being overloaded. I would prefer to just plug it straight into the wall, but that's where I stand on that. So I hope you found this video helpful. Go ahead, leave a like and a comment so others can find this material as well. And I will be seeing you guys in the next one. Peace out.